Listen carefully because most people live their entire lives reacting to thoughts they never chose. Believing every mental whisper as truth without realizing their mind is constantly trying to predict, protect, and control their behavior using old patterns that no longer match reality. Your brain evolved to keep you safe, not necessarily happy, so it scans for danger, exaggerates risk, and replays past failures to prevent future pain. The problem is that this survival mechanism does not distinguish between real threats and imagined scenarios. When a thought appears saying you might fail, be judged, or embarrass yourself, your body reacts instantly as if the danger is happening right now. Your heartbeat shifts, your muscles tighten, and hesitation takes control before logic has a chance to speak. Over time, this automatic loop becomes your internal reality. You start avoiding opportunities, silencing ideas, and shrinking your potential, not because you are incapable, but because your brain is repeating outdated warnings. The mind prefers familiarity over growth, so it recycles old fears and labels them as protection. Every new situation is filtered through past experiences, turning minor uncertainty into emotional resistance. Most people never question this process. They assume the voice in their head is guidance when it is often just pattern replay. The real danger is not the thought itself, but how quickly you believe it. There is always a tiny space between a thought appearing and your reaction to it. That space is where awareness lives. When you pause and observe instead of reacting, the illusion begins to crack. You notice repetition instead of truth. Thoughts reveal themselves as habits, not commands. Fear becomes information instead of authority. As this awareness grows, your nervous system stops sounding constant alarms. You breathe deeper, your perception widens, you begin separating sensation from story. A fear may still appear, but instead of surrendering to it, you examine it. Is this happening now, or is it an echo from the past? That simple question disrupts automatic behavior and restores choice. Slowly, the mental storm loses intensity because you stop feeding every narrative. You realize thoughts are temporary visitors, not permanent identity. They arrive loudly, demand attention, and leave when you stop chasing them. Confidence begins to grow, not because fear disappears, but because you no longer treat it as truth. Beneath the noise, you discover a calm awareness that has always been present, steady and observant, waiting for you to notice it. Once you recognize that your mind is constantly generating stories rather than delivering absolute truth, your relationship with your thoughts transforms. You stop reacting to every mental signal as an emergency and begin listening with curiosity instead of fear. This shift rewires your emotional response. Situations that once triggered anxiety now create a pause, a moment where choice becomes possible. Your brain is adaptable, and every time you observe instead of panic, you strengthen pathways linked to calm decision-making. Fear does not disappear, but it changes role. Instead of controlling you, it becomes information you evaluate. You notice how your mind projects old pain onto new situations, predicting outcomes based on memories that no longer define you. Seeing this pattern clearly prevents the past from dictating your present. Emotional reactions soften because they are no longer fused with identity. You are not the fear, you are the awareness observing it. That awareness creates space, and within that space lies freedom. Bringing attention to your breath, your surroundings, or physical sensations signals safety to your nervous system. Alarm fades, clarity returns. Thoughts continue moving through your mind, but they no longer dominate your behavior. You coexist with them rather than being ruled by them. This builds resilience. Challenges still appear, but recovery becomes faster because you trust your ability to return to center. Self-doubt becomes self-inquiry. Stress becomes information. Emotional waves pass without defining you. Decisions feel clearer because they are grounded in awareness rather than impulse. Your identity shifts away from mental noise toward steady presence. Some days thoughts will grow loud again, and that is natural. The difference now is recognition. You pause, observe, breathe, and let the wave pass. Each repetition strengthens mental freedom. Peace stops being something you chase and becomes something you uncover beneath the noise. This realization is empowering because control was never about silencing your brain, it was about understanding it. Life feels clearer, reactions feel intentional. Your mind becomes an ally instead of a battlefield. And if this message helped you see your thoughts differently, Stay connected with this channel because every video is designed to sharpen your awareness and mental clarity. Subscribe if you want to keep mastering your mind, and share in the comments what thought pattern you are learning to break, because awareness grows faster when we reflect together. And your journey becomes stronger the moment you choose to continue it.